What's up, everybody, to this week's episode of Everybody Eats. My name is Briss.
I'm Cheese.
And this week we went to Way Down Yonder. Way Down Yonder is a Louisiana Creole-style restaurant located in the down south area
somewhere around there
of Columbus. So the name is pretty fitting, actually.
Right.
Because it's probably the most southernmost restaurant I've been in this city.
Probably the furthest south I've been, period. I don't go over there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's pretty down there. But yeah, so when you make your way to the restaurant, the GPS may lead you to Ponderosa's.
Yeah.
Which is where it's led us. So, and it kind of messed up my little drive-up video, but that's besides the point. So you might have to like do a little searching and go back a little bit. And
yeah, it's literally like right next door. It's not.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, no.
So just keep that in mind. On the outside of it, they have like a couple signs or so, just explain like what it is. Nothing too outlandish. We go on the inside of it, you'll notice that it's just draped in.
It's like Mardi Gras vomit.
Exactly. It's just purple, green, and yellow everywhere. Man. All over the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor.
It's every goddamn where.
It's everywhere. On the tables.
Yeah.
So I mean, I liked it. I mean, it makes you feel like, I guess.
I pulled my titties out. I was trying to get some beads.
Oh yeah, you feel me? Yeah, Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
But yeah, they also have like these really big framed pictures of what I assume is probably the owner of the restaurant taking pictures with like celebrities.
I do believe it is. Yeah.
And they look like throwback like 2009 Facebook pictures.
Yeah.
So I was like,
it was like Tom Joyner and Bruce.
Bruce is on there. Russell Wilson. I'm like,
I don't know.
Yeah, and some other ones on there. So
some other people don't know. One of them looked like Fabo. I wasn't really sure if it was him or not. Looked like Fabo.
Oh my god. It was just it was probably like
interesting.
12 of them. It was very interesting. So yeah, we get seated and we have this menu. On the menu, you can either choose like one of their like pre-designed entrees that come with sides or whatever, as well as on the back of the menu, you can choose other entrees where you can like pick your own sides and like mix and match stuff if you want to. So he actually got a drink.
I did.
Yeah.
I had the Who Dat Punch. Which I think I don't be watching NFL, but I think that's a Saints reference.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, bet. I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It was like fruit punch. Like wasn't no alcohol or nothing. Just for real, just like fruit punch
with actual pieces.
With actual fruit in it.
Yeah.
Which was delicious. It was delightful. It wasn't too sweet. It was good.
It was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
I tried some. But yeah, so I think that might have been the only in-house made drink they make there.
I think so.
To my knowledge, yeah. So
maybe like sweet tea or something, but
yeah, but that's not really. Yeah. So that was the drink he had. In regards to the food, though, I myself got the world famous, authentic gumbo. You can choose between seafood or chicken. I chose the seafood myself. So it came with shrimp, Cajun sausage, crab, seasoning, all smothered in a stew and served with rice, as well as a dinner roll. And that dinner roll is like smothered with like cinnamon sauce or something.
So like, if you took the inside cinnamon part from a Cinnabon and then just put it on top of some dinner rolls, like what's that shit called that come in the bag? They be frozen? It's just like, it's a little black lady on it or some shit. Bro, you know what I'm talking about.
I probably know if I seen it, yeah.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, just some dinner rolls with some cinnamon butter.
Yeah, cinnamon butter. I think I would call it. Yeah,
cinnamon sugar butter
brushed on it.
I
liked it. It was different. Never had that before.
Yes, yeah.
Real different.
I mean, is that like a Cajun or Creole thing? I have no idea, but
right, it was new to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I never been to New Orleans.
Me neither, unfortunately.
I do want to make that trip. Yes, sometime very soon, actually. So that was the roll. In regards to the gumbo. The gumbo was decent. It wasn't bad. I feel like it was lacking a bit of Body, thank you. That's the perfect word for it. Body. It seemed kind of like almost on a little bit of the watery side of things. And also, I will say, I don't know if I could have used like more seasoning or more just ingredients or something. But I feel like when I've had gumbo in the past, I was just hit with like just so many different flavors, and it was just like a really big concoction of something. Whereas this is more just like, you have your stew, chicken, sausage, crab, whatever. And then the crab was like actual crab, which it was buried under the stew and stuff, which I feel like they should have put on like top of the plate to kind of give like a more presentable look to it. That's just my own like little, I don't know, 2 cents of advice or whatever. But yeah, overall, yeah, the dish was decent. I enjoyed it, but it just wasn't like the best gumbo I've had per se.
I was kind of confused personally because like I don't, by no means am I like a gumbo expert. Like don't yell at me or nothing, but I'm almost positive that you typically will start with like a roux, which is just equal parts oil, fat, whatever, and flour. And then you just like cook that, especially for a gumbo, you would start with like a Cajun roux, which is, it gets real dark, it's nutty. It would have given you that body you were looking for. Mm-hmm. Also, it would have thickened up the gumbo. It was, I don't know, man, like it was like runny, and I was confused.
Yeah.
It was like soup.
Right.
With some rice in it.
I feel like it should be like globs of gumbo, but it's more like drips of like if you were to
I don't know if I've used the word globs, but okay. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, right. I feel that. Yeah, also like for it to be a seafood gumbo, I felt like it was just like it didn't taste very like seafood, much like the sea. There's obviously seafood in it. Like when you ate that, you got it, but the actual sauce, if you will, itself lacked that. I wasn't really fucking with it. Mm-hmm. Like,
same.
Yeah, I'm like, eh. Also, like, another thing, like, real small thing, but it kind of bothered me. So, like, we in this place, they're just vomiting Mardi Gras everywhere. Like, it's literally, like, it sounds like you're in New Orleans or from whatever. Yeah,
oh, yeah, they had a lot of, like, this horns going. Hella. Yeah, New Orleans music.
And then, you feel me, like, she asked us if we wanted some hot sauce and gave us some Texas Pete. What? I can't, like, why you ain't about a Louisiana hot? Like, just keep it, you gotta keep the whole thing going. If you're gonna do it, then do it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Wow.
I was looking at it for about 10 minutes. I'm like, this don't make, like, what you doing?
that is true. That is true. Why would you not use Louisiana hot sauce in a Louisiana-based place?
I mean, like, it's not a big deal.
It's not.
It's still hot sauce.
That's true. That's a, yeah, no, that's a touch.
I was just like, like, why you do that?
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
It was not by any means bad. Like, it was cool, but I'm not like running back the next time I want some gumbo, personally. But that's me.
Okay.
I had the crawfish etouffee. I don't really know how to explain it. Etouffee. I don't know, man. A lot of like Cajun or Creole dishes, like low key seem like borderline the same to me. Like it's a lot of similarities. Like I don't like what the hell is the difference between jambalaya and gumbo for real? I don't really know.
I don't know.
Like jambalaya, gumbo, and like dirty rice is like they're all so close to me.
Yeah,
like,
red beans and rice.
The way you cook, what's the difference? I don't really know, but that's because I'm not well versed in that. I'll do more research. I'm sorry, but yeah, I feel bad for not knowing. Etouffee, anyway, like a stew, if you will. It's typically seafood. I've never heard of one that wasn't. Most popular is probably crawfish, which is what they had. Again, you would start with like a roux. Not this time. It wouldn't be like such a dark roux, which I might be speaking a different language at this point. I have no clue. Anyway, you would start with like a blonde roux in this case, so it's not as like nutty or and then like seafood stock and blah blah blah. Also, there should always be the Trinity.
What's the Trinity?
Always. Huh?
What's the Trinity?
The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I mean, food.
No, I'm just playing. celery, bell pepper, and onion.
That's all the trinity of all foods?
No, that's the Cajun trinity.
Oh.
Creole trinity. Whatever.
Really? I just learned something new.
And then I've never seen anybody not put garlic in there, but I feel like it's just an unnamed part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So like all that was in there or whatever. It was cool. Again, like it was for it to be a crawfish etouffee. It just didn't taste much like the sea. Like I don't. It was cool. Like it was good. It was seasoned well. Like it was only like the consistency of it was cool. It was almost like a little too thick, honestly. But again, it was just, man.
Yeah.
Spice was there. Rice was cooked fine.
Oh yeah, rice was good.
Yeah, like it's for whatever reason, like nothing really just like stood out. Like it was just kind of like, all right, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, with the etouffee, I don't know if it was just me or like the parts that I had eaten, but I wish it had actually like more pieces of crawfish in it.
Like once I got like through most of it, I found more as I was going.
Okay.
So that was, that was a pleasant surprise. Cause when I looked at first, I'm like, yo, like there ain't no crawfish.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to shit, chicken underneath the plate and shit.
I'm like, cause I took one bite or so. I'm like, okay, I don't taste any crawfish in here, so I'm like, yeah, let me take one more. Instead of one in there, I don't want to eat like half your stuff. I say, here, take it back. But I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have to be like, drenched with crawfish bits everywhere.
Yeah.
But more pieces would have been like, pretty good. So from what I tasted, I mean, it did like similar to the gumbo. It was decent, it wasn't bad. But I feel like with a better like body and with more piece of crawfish, it could have been a better dish overall. And
then also I had a cornbread, which was like cool. It was like a big ass piece of corn. Like it shit was like this big.
There was a big ass piece of corn.
Like it was like
corn
this
cake.
Like it literal cake. I'm like, this shit's crazy.
Right.
And it also had that like cinnamon butter or whatever on it, which again was like kind of strange to me, but I don't really know. It was good.
Yeah. It
wasn't like Jiffy cornbread, so like the cornbread itself wasn't super sweet. The cinnamon stuff was kind of sweet, so like it balanced out. It was like actual like homemade cornbread.
I feel like I would have preferred the cornbread by itself, but I did like the roll with the cinnamon stuff on there.
Yeah, I feel that same.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have kept it, but yeah, it was alright.
Right. Service wise, it was good.
It was nice.
Yeah.
She was,
nothing outstanding.
Informed. She was engaging. She wasn't overbearing.
Right.
She did a good job.
She did. I asked for a recommendation. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really like crawfish myself, so I wouldn't get it."
He was stuck between the crawfish and the gumbo.
Right.
And then I just decided to get the crawfish etouffee because I don't know. I couldn't decide on what I wanted at all, honestly.
Yeah, I ended up saying the etouffee at first, and I was like, you know what, scratch that. I'm gonna go with the seafood gumbo. So yeah, she was very patient, all that. So she was a pretty good server. Price wise, I would say moderate, maybe, because it wasn't exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was like $15, $16 or something.
Yeah. And that was, that's an entree and like a little piece of bread.
Yeah, like, it's not bad at all.
So maybe like slightly cheap. Yeah.
It was filling for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like nothing else.
Yeah.
I finished mine.
Right. I finished mine. I was pretty much set for the rest of the day. Yeah. And we ate at like, 7?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So pretty filling. Yeah. Overall though, I would give Way Down Yonder a 2.5 out of 4 stars. I will say off the bat, I really like the atmosphere. Just the whole, as you said, it was just drenched with everything.
Yes.
New Orleans, Mardi Gras
For
style.
everything that I know about it anyway.
Yeah, you're right, from my basic understanding of it. So I did like that. It added a nice touch to it. Along with the music, the music they was playing was very, centric to the idea that they were trying to portray. And even when they weren't playing that, they were playing other black music. Like they played Beyonce's version of
I can't remember the name of that song, bro. Don't ask me.
That, the freak. Yeah, I can't think of it either. Before I Let Go. There we go. I was like, why did I not think of it? They played that. But no, music was great. Atmosphere, I liked it a lot. Service was good. Food was decent quality. So yeah, I would say 2.5 out of 4.
I'm gonna go with the same.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna do 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah, all that stuff was cute. I don't know. The food was not a huge draw point for me.
No.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was just.
It was cool. It was good. I guess.
Okay, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
What, that's it. What?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It was a fair amount of hype too.
Yeah. What was it?
I don't know. Maybe people was just telling me to go
What? I thought
they
it was
didn't want to pay for it and try it themselves.
I thought it was just Leroy that told us.
Somebody else told me. I can't remember. It was cool.
It was. It was a cool experience. I wouldn't say not to go.
Yeah, no, not at all. You should try it.
Yeah, try it if you want to. Especially if you happen to live way down south of Columbus and live near that area.
For sure, yeah.
Then yeah, go ahead. Why not? It's right there. All that being said, thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Make sure you tip your servers. As always, please do.
Please.
All right. Buy a shirt if you haven't already on our website. And we will see you next time. Peace.